Yo, what up, Melissa? Dave here. Hey, it's pretty cool. The Bears lost, the Vikings lost, and the Packers are in the driver's seat. That's amazing. So great Sunday. Hope you had a good weekend. Thank you so much for doing MAPS testing. I know that it's you're taking one for the team, so that's amazing. So I want to real quick show you how to do this. I think it's better to show you since I'm going to be at the stinking dentist doing a perial check. I might not be around to help you get it set up. So this should help you. I think this is easier than me typing all the instructions. You can watch it and see how I do it, and then you can do it. So it's pretty simple. All right, so in the email that I sent this link in, I do have my login. So if yours isn't working on this, you can use mine, and we'll be good to go there. All right. All right, so you can click any browser that you want. I'll use Safari here. Okay, right here I'm going to get rid of my bookmarks, hide bookmarks, and I just go to the KUSD site. All right. All right, and then staff information. If you're familiar, you know how to do this. Maps. All right, login. So like I said, you can use this login, d under woo kusd.edu, or you can use yours if it works. Samuel, capital S, Samuel 04. All right. So you go ahead and get logged in. It's going to take you to the main page here. All right. So you've seen this. You've done your reports. You viewed reports. We're not going to do that. You're going to go to Manage Test Sessions right here. Okay. All right. And then you are going to, oops, let me take care of this real quick because I set up a class as I was practicing, making sure I had this. Let me end this session. Let me delete that session. All right. So let's go back here. Let's go back. All right. So you're here. Go back. Sorry. All right. Go back. All right. So let's say you just logged in. You're going to come to this site right here. You go manage test sessions. Okay. You are going to then find students to test is what you're going to want to do. Okay, you just click find students to test, and then you got to fill in this information here. So school, we're Harborside Academy, if you forgot over the weekend. Grades, 10th grade, of course. Instructor, and you can go ahead and I think you're testing your students. So I will show you how to set it up with your students. I'm not sure how you guys are working out your block scheduling, but I think you're going to test your first academic tomorrow, I would assume, and your second academic, and the next day. And so, all right, so what you're going to do is you're going to set up a testing session for each test. Let's not complicate things. So you're going to find your name, Melissa Thomas, right down here. Okay, you're going to go to your class. So since it's your first academic, we're in first semester. So you're going to take World History Honors, the first one. There's two World History Honors ones, but this is first semester. You're going to go to that group. You're going to click search then. Okay, and here's your first academic, period one, or first academic honors. All right, add those students. Okay, and they're down here. All right. Now then you want to add your other students in that class. So you go right back to class right here. All right, then you're going to go down World History Honors 1, the first one there. Click on that and click search. And they're here, right? Add students. Okay, so there they are. All right, now then, if you do this tonight, you could do it tomorrow, but let's say if you do it tonight, you can save your session. All right, and when you save your session, I like to save the session. Let's say I did it tomorrow, I'd save it so I can give it my own name. I want to try to think of an easy name so students aren't, because they got to type this in. So I'm going to call this Winter Harb. Winter Harb. You don't have to have numbers. You could have anything you want, but I wouldn't have any spaces, and I wouldn't have any capitals. Keep it simple. Save. All right, and so it's saved. So let's see here. Let's see. Let's click out of this. And I want to show you how. So if you did this tonight, you saved it. Before we click out of it, you can see save testing sessions, and there it is. All right, there it is. Okay. Now, what you can do is you can edit your session, okay, which I would recommend you doing. All right. And you could actually do this before you even save it. So you go back to your list of students. All right, I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's walk through the steps again. Okay, so you get your students by typing in your school, your grade, your name, the class, search, and then add students, which is what we did for both of your sections of your academic, honors and non-honors. And then you get this list. Okay, we saved it without, but I missed a step, but you could do the step anytime. All right, so this is an important step. All right, whether you do it tonight when you set it up, or tomorrow, or right before you test. Okay, you can find your students. So you want to assign a test because it really helps. It cuts down any confusion. It makes it go pretty smooth. All right, so in order to do that, you got to go over here and click that box. All right, and you want to, because you're selecting all the students. Okay, and then you makes these options available. You come up here and you want to assign test. This will pop up. So you're going to be giving 2 tests to each academic. You're going to be given the Math 6 Plus Common Core. Math 6 Plus Common Core. And then down here, the Math Reading 6 Plus Common Core. So whichever test you want to do first, it doesn't matter. But for demonstration's sake, we'll do that. Math 6 Plus Common Core. I click assign, and there it assigned all of those students that test. So that means they'll go right to it. Okay. So let's save this session. Okay. Then you can change. See, the name comes up. All right. So we already put the name in, Winter Harb. So we save it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click out of this. All right. And I'm going to go back in just to kind of show you how to get at it. Now that we've created it, how do I get at it, right? So if I go right here, okay, I click on Maps. See, it should take me right in because I've already logged in. I'm going to go to Manage Test Sessions. All right, and then I'm going to go to my saved test sessions right here. Okay, and you can see there is the test. All right, I've created. You could create them for, if you want to go ahead and create them all, it doesn't take long. You would have probably 4, 8 sessions because you're doing, reading and math. But you could do it one by one. That way it's not that hard, but it will keep it in there for a while. So here it is, Winter Harb. And let's say they're getting ready to come in, so you would just click Test Now, and it's going to open that test up. Okay. So when the students come in, they're going to need to enter in, once they log in, Winter Harb and their session password, which are digits, 3588. Okay. So they're going to log in. They go to they log in, they click NWEA on the computers, and it will ask for this information. So I would write it down, put it at the tables on big sheets of paper so they can see it. Okay, so once they log in, they're going to go through some prompts. They will select the test for them because you selected it, and then you'll see you'll have to confirm them. All right, so when they're all logging in, I just kind of hit refresh, and you might see 3 needs to be, and you hit confirm now. Then you click refresh, you might see 5 will pop up there, confirm. And then once they're all going, you can see what number they're on. This will tell you the numbers that they're on. And then if they run out of time, okay, so they're going to be testing, okay. You shouldn't have any problems. I mean, it is the first day of winter testing, so there might be some glitches, and we can expect that. I'll be around, but it's been pretty smooth sailing, okay? But you just never know these days, right? So we got to be patient. But let's say you run out of time. All right, it's very important that you suspend testing of the students that are not done yet. So let's say you come to the end, and you have students in the lab, and so you just simply go to select action. So you would click a student's name, whoever's testing, they're still left to test. They're not done yet. You would select an action. You would select suspend test. Now, I'm not going to press it because they're not testing yet. but it would simply suspend their test. It would close out their screen, and then that's all you need to do. You don't need to write their names down. Don't need to let me know, because I can run a separate report next week that will tell me students that have finished, students that are not here. All you would need to do then is click End Testing Session, okay, and save and exit, okay, and then that's it. So that's how I would do it. I would create a separate test session for each test that they take, because it's just simply easier to manage. So I think that's all that you need to know. If they're testing and their computer freezes, that has happened at times. You just have, I mean, we can work on that. Allie's around, I'm around. I can help you with that, but we'll handle that as that comes up. All right, if there's any questions, please let me know. All right, I'm going to try to get out of this. Let's see here. And I hope you have a good rest of the evening. Have a good night's sleep.